Have you ever wondered why Americans have +1 on their mobile phones? Like, why does your phone number actually start with that? Who decided that? And what does it even mean today in a world full of FaceTime, WhatsApp, and cloud numbers? Long before you can even ask Siri to call your mom, before speed dial, even before touch-tone phones, making a call was kinda an episode. You picked up your rotary phone, told an actual person, the operator, who you wanted to reach, and they manually connected your call. Long distance? That took even more routing and sometimes even a long wait. As the number of phone users grew exponentially, operators could no longer handle the volume of calls. Bell Labs came up with a brilliant idea: to automate calls using a numerical system instead of relying on names. In 1947, a group of engineers at Bell Labs, which, by the way, was basically the OG Silicon Valley before Silicon Valley, came up with a genius idea. They wanted to simplify how people made long-distance calls without needing a human operator. After World War II, Bell Labs and the North American Numbering Plan Administration worked together to standardize telephone numbers across the US, Canada, and nearby territories, introducing a system of 3-digit area codes and 7-digit local numbers, known as the NPA-NXX-XXXXX format. In 1951, the first direct dial long-distance call connected New Jersey to California in seconds. No operators needed. When international dialing kicked off, every country needed a code. That's where the International Telecommunication Union, or ITU, came in, a global body under the UN that makes sure countries play nice when it comes to telecom standards. They divided the world into 9 dialing zones. Zone 1, US, Canada, and much of the Caribbean. Zone 2, most of Africa. Zone 3 and 4, Europe. Zone 5, South America. Zone 6, Southeast Asia and Oceania. Zone 7, Russia and Kazakhstan. Zone 8, East Asia, like Japan and China. Zone 9, Middle East, South Asia, and parts of Central Asia. Zone 1 was given to countries already using the North American Numbering Plan, or NANP. So +1 isn't just for the US, it's the Americas. Think of it as the original group chat, just with landlines. Since this group had already built out a functioning system and infrastructure that could operate as one telecom zone, the ITU assigned them all +1. Not because of ego, it was just efficient. But what's the deal with the plus sign? Ever wonder what the plus sign is actually for? It's not just for show. When international calling standards were being developed, the ITU needed a universal, language-free symbol to mean, hey, this number's leaving the country. The plus sign was perfect, simple, familiar, and not tied to any one country's dialing system. So instead of memorizing different exit codes, like 011 for the US, 00 for the UK, or 0011 in Australia, we just use plus. It's like the passport stamp of phone numbers. In the 90s, Europe had a bold idea: a single code for the whole continent, +388. One Europe, one number, very futuristic, but it totally flopped. People weren't ready to ditch their national codes, and the politics? Yikes. It was like Europe launched a new group chat, and everyone went, screw this, I'm sticking with my own number. Today, +1 still shows up everywhere. You see it when you sign up for TikTok, when Netflix texts your 2-factor code, or when your US number follows you abroad. It's your digital origin story. Even if you're living in Europe or Asia now, +1 quietly tells the internet where you started. But let's be real, phone numbers might not be around forever. With cloud numbers, apps like Signal and Zoom, VPNs, and eSIMs letting you jump between countries, country codes could fade out. But until that day, that little +1 still means something. It's a relic, a shortcut, a tiny piece of telecom history still buzzing in your pocket. The +1 is more than just digits. It's the reason your phone knows where to send your call. It's history, math, and engineering, all wrapped in one tiny symbol. If you find these tech history interesting, hit like, drop your country code in the comments, and share a bit of origin about your number. Subscribe to Sleep Klutz for more stories you didn't know you cared about.